For football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. First and 10, here's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Andy Isabella was the intended target. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Mostert. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dee Ford, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Slam, slam, slam. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Go. Come on,
They'll run here with Pumphrey. Oh, he shifts pass and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And a 49er first down. That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Let's go. Slam. Watch the slam. Motion, motion. 58. Right over there. Right over there.
Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
When you run a screen pass really well, You got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
Jackson from the shotgun. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Tyree Jackson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass, incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
43 for Mike. Target. 43 for Mike. 43 for Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On the ready. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, man.
Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Murray going to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, check back 16.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action, sliding out of the pocket. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And an update now from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Stay with your man. 58's the mic.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again. He's going to sling this deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves,
David Johnson on his way. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
how did they get that done?
The extra point splits the uprights. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. Go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check back 16. Check back 16. It's coming this way. Coming this way.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's complete. Hooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Tighten up. Check 24. Check 24. Check safety.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 43.
This is Mostert. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. But he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter in Denver. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. They run with Pumphrey. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, here we go. 58 for Mike, 58.
Now Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Niners on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Mostert. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 25.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, 4 down. 58, right over there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Gold is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To try again after the sack. Murray got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
This one caught by Isabella. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Murray to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to go down again. D Ford. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Trump. You.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58 to the Mike.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponent